Well, mention it looks like it's going to be decent weather for an event that is organized by my first guest this half hour. Winnipegger Brad Friesen has raced his stand-up paddleboard down countless rivers in North America, but he's never had a chance to race down our mighty Red River until now. He's the founder and race director of the first annual Red River Paddle Challenge. It's a 45-kilometer race from Winnipeg to Lockport that kicks off tomorrow morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why did you want to start a race like this?
Good question. I mean, as you mentioned, I've done a lot of races across North America, and a common theme when I travel with my wife to do these races is every time on the drive back, we said, why don't we have something like this back home in Winnipeg? And so on these drive home, we're always planning and coming with different ideas of how we could potentially do something like this in Winnipeg. And then this year, while paddling on the Red River, I was with another paddling buddy, and we just said, let's just do it. Let's just plan it, and if it's only the two of us, then, hey, it's only the two of us.
And it won't be.
It won't be, no.
60 paddlers signed up. Is
We're
that
looking
right?
at 60 paddlers, yes.
Now, this is stand-up paddleboarding, just to start with what you'll be doing.
Right.
Super hard. Like, I feel like I want to go over and knock on your abs. I tried it out at Fort White.
Okay.
It can be very difficult, but once you get the hang of it and once you have the fitness for it, it's so much fun.
Oh, yeah, it's great fun.
And it's beautiful. What's it like to do a river race on a stand-up paddleboard?
It's different on a stand-up paddleboarding. If you've ever paddled a canoe or kayak, main thing with the paddleboard is, well, you're not sitting down, you're standing up.
Yeah.
But your viewpoint, you can see a lot further. You can read the river a little easier than sitting down.
Have you done this 45K route then on your paddleboard just to test it, kind of, what you're doing tomorrow?
I have. I've paddled it several times.
How long does it take?
It depends. I mean, the quickest I've gone from perimeter, which is a little further, south perimeter,
Okay.
is about 4.5 hours.
Wow.
And that was with a little quicker river flow and of course some tailwind.
So this is going to be a good half day sort of event tomorrow.
Oh yeah, and for some it'll be longer. It could be up to 8 or 9 hours, all depending.
You have pit stops along the way for the race?
There are 3 pit stops. One here in Winnipeg at the Manitoba Canoe and Kayak Center. Second one is at the North Perimeter Boat Launch, and then there's a third one up in St. Andrews.
Now, not everyone's going to be on paddleboards. This is, I think, what I like the most about this. Tell me about some of the teams that have signed up.
Yes, so I mean, kind of our motto of the race is it's a paddling race, or a challenge, or an adventure, however you want to see it. And our motto is if you can paddle it, you can race it. So we've got canoers coming out, kayakers. We have a dragon boat with 20 people in it.
Awesome.
As well as a 10-person voyageur canoe.
I guess they're going to bring some spirit to the race. Are they going to dress in full garb?
They are.
They'll be the warmest if you guys get a cool start.
Maybe too warm tomorrow.
What time do you start tomorrow? Like, what time does the race begin?
Right. So the race begins at St. Vital Park, and the horn will blow at 9 a.m.
Where is it most challenging? Like, you and your wife have been. Just name some of the places some of the rivers that you've raced.
Some of the rivers I've raced on, and my wife, the Tennessee River down in Tennessee.
Very cool.
The Missouri River in South Dakota, and the most recently one that I did was the Yukon River Quest up north.
Wow, was that one the most memorable, or what were some of the most memorable moments from the races?
Well, I guess the Yukon was the most recent, and that takes place over 3.5 days. It's a 715-kilometer race.
Wow,
with no sleep.
No, oh, so it's like full on,
it's
like
full
go
on.
For it.
So it's a little different than what we're offering here.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
It's an endurance challenge.
Right.
This is a little bit, yeah.
Right.
Speaking of which, then I guess, what are the goals for tomorrow? You're calling it a race, but it sounds like you're sort of being a little gentle with that for the first year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we have 2 categories. There's a competitive class where the people that have some race experience and they're in it to win, and then there's also the adventure category, which is people that, hey, I want to challenge myself. I want to do something different. That's the category for them. Yeah.
What do they win? Did you make medals or trophies or anything, or is it just the glory?
Absolutely. So glory being number 1, of course.
Yep.
Anyone who completes the race gets a special 2019 Red River Paddle Challenge medal.
Okay.
As well as top 3 finishers in each category get a first, second, or place. We have special medals for them as well.
And besides racing and recreational, are you also having winners depending on what kind of vessel they're in, I guess?
Right. Yeah. So it's split by category. Top 3 male paddleboarders versus women paddleboarders, and then the canoers and kayakers, they have separate rankings as well.
Why do you think that we don't see more people paddling the Red?
I don't know, and I'm amazed because when we travel and paddle to other places, we're always seeing people using their rivers, and it's one thing we hope to get out of this race was a sort of a race of awareness that, hey, Winnipeg, we have these 2 amazing rivers in our city. Why aren't we taking advantage of them and getting out and paddling and enjoying them?
I think the red's got a dirty reputation.
It does.
I mean, I lived here my whole life. You hear people being like, "Whoa!" I mean, I know that I've been catfishing on the red, and someone was like, "You ate catfish out of the red," and I'm like, "Yes, yes, I did." And
It's
you
not
can
that
paddle
bad.
the red,
And
and
you-
it's a thing you can do.
Yeah, and you can swim in it. I've fallen off my paddleboard and ended
Yeah.
up in the river, and
I think it's a bit of that, though. Have you heard? You've heard the same thing, where we need to
Oh, yeah.
kind of get over that and really appreciate the rivers that are here and understand how to use them as bodies of water, like in any other city.
definitely.
How are you feeling about tomorrow? Are you a little bit nervous? It's the first time, so
A little bit nervous, more excited than anything, I think. We're ready. We got an amazing team of volunteers and event sponsors have stepped up huge to help us out. So we're ready. We're excited, and we can't wait to get this thing going.
can people still register?
Because we're on here this morning for CBC, we've extended the registration till noon today.
Okay, so just in
So,
case there's
yes.
some last minuters out there, and where do they go to do that? Is there a website or a phone number you want to share?
There's a website, redriverpaddlechallenge.com.
Okay, I'm writing it down. redriverpaddlechallenge.com. Thanks for coming in, Brad. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And do you have a time you want to hit? Do you have a goal tomorrow for yourself? Or are you just going to sit
We'll
back and be the organizer?
We'll see. I'm going to paddle it myself and just kind of see how things go. And
Have a good time. I hear you're ending with food at in Lockport or Half Moon?
at the Half Moon Drive-In. Yeah.
Okay, classic Winnipeg, the Red River and a little Half Moon. Brad Friesen, the founder and race director of the first annual Red River Paddle Challenge. So it's 45K, Winnipeg to Lockport racers. Hit the water tomorrow morning at St. Vital Park. You can register up to noon. Special CBC extension if you're listening early and you want to get in. redriverpaddlechallenge.com.